Rise and shine, Sleepy Joe. Now's the time, don't you know, to get into a new kind
Here
of
we
dream.
go again.
You've been living alone with no bell telephone.
Actually, the best part of this
and you
segment
don't
is
have a
the
shed
music.
that's
That's really about it. So it's time again this week where we find out what's happening in the political world, and today we're going to cross over to the Prime Minister, Mr. Morrison.
G'day, Jono here. I'll put you through to Scomo in a jiffy. I heard your interview last week with Barnaby. I heard about that. Gee, he's a larrikin.
Yeah, apparently he is.
Yeah, just whacking you through now. G'day, Mr. Rep, and bless you and all of your listeners. And what a larrikin Barnaby was on your show last week. God bless.
Yeah.
God bless Barnaby.
Yeah, okay. And thanks for your time again, Mr. Morrison.
Yeah, no problem at all. I have lots of time to build my popularity with the Australian public, and I probably need a lot more time, actually.
What is that noise in the background?
That's just my ukulele. You may have seen me on 60 Minutes last week doing a rendition of April Sun in Cuba. Couldn't remember all the words, but it was good. Yes, I certainly can mix it up with the youngest of the young of today. So
Yeah, I did see that. It actually sounded more like two cats mating and one didn't want to. But anyway, why would you go on national television and be sitting with your family at a dinner table playing the ukulele? I mean, really?
Well, you know, people are always asking who the real Scomo is. What is he really like? And as you saw me speaking to Carl Stefanovic at my house, I'm just a regular Aussie guy who loves his Aussie music and his Aussie instruments.
You do know that April Sun in Cuba is by Dragon, who are from New Zealand, and that ukulele is generally considered Hawaiian.
Yes, Hawaii. Sorry, Carl. I mean, Reb. Sorry. I get a bit emotional when I think of home. I think of a place I'd rather be. Yeah. So, really, Dragon was from New Zealand? Well, they should have been Australian.
Yeah. And what was up with that photo shoot of you at the hairdresser washing someone's hair?
Yeah. That was a bit of a surprise. I wasn't expecting the media to show up where I do my charity work, washing hair for the homeless.
That lady that was getting her hair washed, she didn't look too homeless to me. And wasn't that salon in Melbourne?
Well, there wasn't any homeless people available at the time, and yes, it's one of the salons I volunteer at.
You volunteer at? So you're telling everyone that you travel to Melbourne to wash the hair of homeless people?
Yeah, sometimes I do that. But mainly I'm at the salon in Point Piper.
Point Piper in Sydney. That just happens to be one of the most exclusive, expensive areas in Sydney. I really can't imagine there's too many homeless people there that would be wanting their hair washed.
No, it is very quiet in that respect, which just goes to show, the great work we have done housing the homeless in that area.
Were there actually any homeless people there in the first place?
No. I mean, well, I'm sure there was at some stage, before they were forced to move on by developers. Anyway, back to my musical ability. Would you believe that after my rendition on 60 Minutes, I was approached by the Australian Performing Arts?
Really? Seriously, don't tell me they wanted you to perform.
Actually, no. They just demanded my ukulele and then smashed it up in front of me and then made me sign a contract that I would never sing in public again. But I think it is just a bit of the tall poppy syndrome. I mean, I just nailed it with Carl.
Yeah. Mr. Morrison, have you done anything else this week other than try and build up your popularity?
Well, there hasn't been much to do this week. I mean, Albo and Shorty haven't been up to much for me to comment on, and that larrikin Barnaby has had his email privileges withdrawn, so he's been pretty quiet this week. Yeah, but it's been just a quiet week. I even had a look at the bushfire safety plan for this summer.
For this summer? I would have thought you would have looked at that well before summer.
Yes, I was going to, but I had to look through the travel brochures to Hawaii. And
What?
Oh, sorry. I mean, I had plans of being in Hawaii. While that stuff was going on, damn COVID buggered up my trip back home. I mean, to Hawaii. I'm a bit frazzled at the moment. I mean, that ukulele. I mean, they just smashed it up in front of me. Like you're. I mean, I respect what you're doing. You know, Carl Stefanovic, but you're a great interviewer, Reb, and you brought the emotion out into me today.
Yeah,
and God bless you.
Yeah.
And,
wonderful. Thank you for your time, Mr. Morrison, and good luck.
Yes, all the best and God bless. I'll play us out if you
it's
like.
Fine.
And a one, and a two, and a one,
fine.
two, three.
You really don't have to.
No, honestly, really. It's okay. Can we cut the phone line? Go, leave now.
I can't remember the words.
Oh, that's a darn shame.
From the garden, along the garden, along the large tree, and tiptoe through the tulips with me.
101.3 FM, Memphis Mayhem Radio.